work. Look at him out there, man, in Western New York.
Man, that doesn't
He's
look
dressed
like
for
a man.
success, Rich.
That doesn't look like a man coming to get beat up.
Last year he came with his shirt untucked.
It looks like he's coming to do some beating.
Mike Giardi, take it away.
Thank you, Rich, and get ready for the Josh Allen experience. The Bills' second-year quarterback has shown some signs of growth and maturity. Cole Beasley telling me he's never seen a guy handle the highs and lows as well as Allen does as a young player from not just week to week, but play to play. But Allen admits there are still things he needs to work on, including decision-making. He made a bad one last week against the Bengals on Sunday, and it let the Bengals back into the game. He says that just can't happen, but I'm learning from it, and it won't happen again. Patriot players refer to him as a running back with a huge arm. They're going to try to put him in a blender today and see if they can confuse the second-year pro with just 14 starts under his belt, Rich.
All right, Mike Giardi, much appreciated. Patriots, as we all know, have been on cruise control right here, and they have gone 3-0, okay, against opponents that have currently 0 wins. 0 wins going in, 0 wins going out. 49ers are the same thing at 3-0. People are saying, well, we need to see what's going on here. The Patriots, we go at the bottom line topic bar. Is this the best Patriots team we've ever seen? Ever? Yeah, ever seen. Who wants to take a bite of the apple on this one first? Steve, you're first up on this one.
Yeah, no, it's too early. It's too early, and their offense plays very well. It's going to be fun to see them play without Gronk the entire season. But what I'm impressed with is this defense, guys. Let's face it. This defense, the missed tackle rate. I never even heard what this stat was in my whole coaching life. Missed tackle rate. This is the best tackling team in the National Football League this year by far. But when you look over the course of Bill Belichick's time there, they're always up on top. They've been the best tackling team in the National Football League, which is really impressive to me, especially when you keep losing defensive coordinators. Brian Flores leaves, right? Eric Mangini leaves. Romeo Crennel leaves. We got who else? Matt Patricia leaves. And this team is coached so darn well on defense. I know you like to talk about Tom Brady in Michigan all the time, but this defense is really sensational.
Yeah, would you ever answer the question on the topic bar? I'm just.
What is it?
He ever? It's too early to tell. We don't know. I mean, they're trying to get you to answer the question. I'm going to say no. This team will not be the best Bill Belichick, Tom Brady team that we've seen. And we still have to remember there was a team that went undefeated all the way up until the Super Bowl before they lost to Eli, that guy we just talked about. And I believe that is the best team. That offense that they had with Randy Moss and Tom Brady and the way that they were going, this offense isn't anywhere close to that right now. I will give kudos to their defense. I said coming into the season, I felt this defense could be one of the best and would be better than last year. I think that's showing up already, even though the teams they play aren't very good. So this is going to be a really good football team, led maybe more by the defense than the offense, but I don't believe it will be the best Patriots team that we've seen.
Yeah, and we started talking about it when they had, honestly, AB over there, because we were trying to match talent to talent. And with the Randy Moss and AB and to match talent to talent, and the defense is playing great. And I understand why we keep saying is it the best, because they're starting 4-0. Now, in 17 and 18, they started 2-2. And both times they ended up in the Super Bowl. So we know, if we don't know anything, we know the sun comes up, we know the sun goes down, we know Belichick is going to get his team better as the year goes on. So saying, is this the best team? That's why we're doing it, because they have an incredible start, and we know they are going to get better. But that being said, it's hard to say this is the best team. They've had so many great teams, and they haven't beaten anybody with a record, with the winning record yet. So let's just hold off on that.
And the Bills fans are just going to be going crazy today. They're very excited. Their team is 3-0. And again, there's a wedding at halftime between two fans who met at a Bills game. We wanted to have them on location.
They're doing that here?
In Buffalo, presented by Lowe's. But they're going to wait till halftime, because it's bad luck for the groom to see the bride in Richie Incognito's jersey before the wedding. Kay, take it away.
That's exactly right, Rich. Thank you so much. We are here. The crowd is hyped. Billy just popped up here. We got to talk about all of that. You were talking about this defense. It is stout. It is allowing less than 6 points a game. Is it the best Patriots defense? We will dig into that. Willie McGinnis sat down with a lot of the guys on the New England side, Devin McCourty, Dante Hightower and stuff. We're going to bring you that. But Kyle Williams is here. Willie, I'm on to you. You invited Kyle to be here to protect you from this fan base. This is your defensive scheme.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Ultimate Buffalo bodyguard. I'm here.
he's a
Wearing my
nice guy,
colors.
he's
I'm ready to
kind,
go.
He's controlling the crowd. Everything is great.
Kyle, I gotta ask you. I can spit the numbers at you all day long. Brady, 15-2 here in Buffalo. They haven't gotten a win since 2011. How do the Bills get a W here today?
I think the keys come down to this defense, this Buffalo Bills defense, and what they do. Two things. Number one, Tom and this offense, they are going to move the football. They're going to make plays. When they get into the red zone, can they make them kick field goals and keep them out of the end zone? And then Willie knows, and everybody here knows, the great equalizer, takeaways. Can they make Tom Brady turn the ball over? Can they get a pick? Can they cause a fumble? That'll be the difference in the game if this Bills team is going to win today.
And when you're going against powerful offenses, you do want to take the ball away and limit the scoring. But guess what? They're averaging 35 points a game,
Right.
this Patriots offense. So if I'm Buffalo, I'm just like, going out today, we need to generate and score points. Brian Daboll, the offensive coordinator, does a great job of giving you a lot of formations, a lot of personnel groups, spreading the ball around, trying to confuse and keeping defenses off balance. So when you watch the tape, this is some of the things you're going to have to see. You're going to see some of the same formations, but a lot of plays. Here's the bunch. The bunch is way out to the numbers, and it's just a simple inside zone run with a white block right here. That's the bunch play. That's one play. Here's another play. They give you a bunch right here. It's closer to the hash, but it's a ram pass. And the play is going to John Brown, the outside play. So they give you the same formation, and now they're throwing the ball out of it. Okay, once again, they're going to motion over to the bunch. This is a tight bunch to the formation. They're going to bring John Brown in motion, and here's the jet sweep. They're going to hand the football off. So you're going to see multiple formations, a lot of different personnel groups, and they're going to spread the ball around to a lot of different guys to keep this defense off balance.
And the Patriots defense, as stout as it has been, and this team really, they faced three teams that are winless this season. So you have to look at the fact that Josh Allen is a dual threat quarterback. He had 4 games last year of 90 or more rushing yards. It'll be a different thing for the Patriots today.
Yeah, I think so. What you have to account for in Josh is his ability to get out of the pocket and move around. He can extend plays, and he forces you with his arm talent and his legs to defend the whole field. So he's a big play waiting to happen. It'll be interesting to see how the Patriots challenge him today.
And that's pressure on the secondary for the Patriots, because anytime a mobile quarterback breaks the pocket that has great accuracy, I can throw the ball deep down the field, you got to plaster and match the receivers. You can't come off of your coverage. You got to stay disciplined. So the big thing is also keeping the quarterback contained, keeping him in the pocket, making him throw from the pocket, not giving up those unscripted plays.
And we'll see if they can get the run game going on both sides. Sony Michel's been struggling to start the season. No James Douglas. More on that. And for these Bills fans, Frank Gore is 88 rushing yards away from hitting the 15,000 mark, putting him only behind Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, and Sweetness. Let's send it over to Jane Slater now. She's down in New Orleans getting ready for a big one between the Cowboys and the Saints. Jane?
Thanks, Kay. Saints head coach Sean Payton says the one thing that really pops on tape about this Cowboys defense is their speed. You can see it on tape. You can feel it on the field. The way they counter that, well, they use some of their offensive weapons, guys like Alvin Kamara and Latavius Murray. And they've got Michael Thomas. And if Thomas gets double teamed, well, that presents an opportunity for their tight end, Jared Cook. But it was Cowboys defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence who said it's their opportunity to also use the crowd against them. He said when the crowd starts chanting, "Who dat?" it's their opportunity to prove we dat. Now back to you, Rich Eisen.
All right, thanks very much. Checking on the fantasy factors we're keeping an eye on. There's a game time, there's a limited, there's 2 not expected. Question about, what about Jalen Ramsey after the week in which he had the flu and then a back injury and then left to see to the birth of his second child? He was on the team playing for Denver after all, huh? Ian, what does that mean?
He was on the team playing, flying in with his teammates yesterday, which is a good sign, but Rich, it does not necessarily mean that Jalen Ramsey actually plays today. In fact, I'm told that's still up in the air, maybe trending a little bit downward, probably more likely at this point that he does not play. But there still are several factors here. You mentioned the back injury. It's a real thing. He continued to get treatment, not just in the facility all week, but when he was in Nashville for the birth of his second daughter, he got treatment as well. This back injury is something he would have to grit his teeth and fight through. And obviously, things are not great with the Jaguars now. He still does want to be traded. Owner Shad Khan specifically would like to give him a new contract. Doesn't sound like that's happening now. Does not want to trade him. There's so much up in the air now. You really do have to ask the question, would Ramsey
That's a song. Daniel Jones is arriving for work, and man, he looks like he is ready to, I guess, play football. I mean, you can't tell. I mean, he's like Eli 2.0, this guy. It's unbelievable.
There's some difference.